I am a really bad fan because I didn't even know that iKON is going to have a world tour, and I discovered about it completely by accident. The same as with Mamamoo. So this is going to be my second K-pop concert and concert in general in my life. It is going to be my second time attending a concert of a K-pop group that is in my top 5 favorite K-pop groups. I only have about 5 K-pop artists that I'm a really big fan of, and aside from that, I'm mostly a casual K-pop fan. So that's really good luck. Lastly, it is the second time when I am discovering by accident that one of my favorite artists is about to have a world tour. What? World tour. Oh my gosh. Okay. With Mamamoo, I discovered that they're going to have a world tour on the day when the tickets got released, or the day after. I think it was on the day of. And with iKON, I discovered about it 3 days later. And how it happened. So I was just sitting at work, listening to my K-pop playlist, and then I got sad, thinking about my unfortunate fate as a K-pop fan. So there aren't many groups that I really love in K-pop or in general. By really love, I mean to the point where I know the members' names, know most of their songs that are not even title songs, watch shows with them, follow their news and stuff. There are very few groups like that. And among those few groups, about half of them either disbanded or are on a hiatus. And so I thought, this is really sad. And I started thinking about all of these groups that I like. Big Bang, I am not likely ever going to hear another wait, like, be alive. How do you phrase it? Like, I will likely never hear another song by them as a group of 4 again. And even if I do, I am very unlikely to ever be able to attend their concert as a 4-member group. I would be even happy to see a recording of their performance as a 4-member group, but even that is not likely going to happen. Then I thought of iKON, who had BI leave several years back. That was really sad, but also, of course, I'm happy that all 7 of them are still active as individual artists, active in the music industry. Then I thought of Black B, who haven't released anything in several years. And as I thought of Black B, I was like, I haven't heard anything about them in a while, but I also don't remember news of them disbanding. I think there were rumors, but I don't think there were official news of them disbanding, because I don't think I would have missed that. So I go on Wikipedia and I Google Black B, and I Google Black B and then I go on Wikipedia and I see Black B is a South Korean boy band. It says is, not was, so I'm like, does it mean they're still active? And then I go a little lower to some extra information to see some other information, and it said that the years active are from 2000 something to 2018. And then I go and read their bio, and then I discovered that they started their mandatory military service in 2018. So I'm like, maybe this is why they haven't released anything. Maybe they're still going to have a comeback one day as a full group. And then I exit out of that Wikipedia page and start scrolling and scrolling again, and then I see a Reddit post titled, "What happened to iKON and Black B?" And I was literally just thinking about iKON and Black B. So I click, and that post was from like 2 months ago, which is relatively recent for a random Reddit post on a very specific topic. So I read the responses, and some people were like, yeah, Black B haven't officially disbanded, so there is a high likelihood of them coming back together, returning with a comeback again. And then I scroll down and read this comment about iKON. They were like, I'm not sure where you got that information about iKON or what you're thinking about iKON, because they just had a comeback a few weeks ago and they're about to go on a world tour. 1,000 of thought frames ran through my head in that 1 second. I was like, wait, what? My first thought was world tour. How in the world did I miss it? It is, I deserve to be shamed as if I call myself a fan, and I don't even know that. I used to be pretty good with following the news, but I haven't been following K-pop news as much since I graduated from college. And then I checked the website where I normally look for news, and I don't think it mentioned iKON having a world tour. I guess the only way to know is if you follow every artist's social media page and actively check it, which I haven't been doing, so maybe that's why I missed it. After I almost missed Mamamoo world tour, I tried to just Google upcoming K-pop tours, upcoming K-pop concerts in the US, and it didn't really give me a good list of any upcoming performances. It was mostly just performances that have just passed, or some upcoming performances that were in a very near future from the artists that I didn't even know. So there isn't a good list of all of the upcoming tours, I guess. So I guess you have to look up each artist individually to know if they're going to have a tour, which again, I haven't been doing. So I see this post that says that they're going to have a world tour, and it was 2 months ago. So my second thought is, no, I probably missed it. It was 2 months ago. As I frantically type iKON World Tour, open the first article about it, see that they are currently performing in some countries, scroll down to see if they have performed or are going to perform or are currently performing in the US, and discover that they're going to perform here in a month on September 7th, and today is August 2nd. Yes, so this was 3 days ago when I discovered all of it. I'm like, okay, it is in a month. Do I still have a chance to get a ticket? And then I go and I look for Ticketmaster because I thought that's where it is going to be sold. That's where I got Mamamoo concert tickets. It was on some different website that works a bit differently. So I go there and I discover that tickets went on sale just 3 days ago, and there are still a lot of tickets available. So I'm like, no way, I am absolutely buying it. It's the beginning of the month, so I already had my budget planned, what I'm going to have my disposable income spent on. I scratch everything off that list, put iKON tickets in huge letters, and go and, without a second thought, buy the ticket. There were a few second thoughts. So this website, unlike Ticketmaster, does not show you where exactly you're going to be seated. And as it turned out, the venue is not going to have any seats in it. Apparently it's a standing venue, which would make sense why they wouldn't show you the exact location of your seat. But they offered you 3 sections. The GA floor section, which I at first thought stands for Georgia floor because it's going to be in Georgia. It didn't make sense to me. Why would you call a section in honor of Georgia? Turns out it's general admission floor. Then there is the middle section that was called something like Manzana, mayonnaise. I remember it had an M, an N, and a Z, so I'm just gonna call it Manzana. That's not what it was actually called, but the Manzana section was the most expensive one, and then the cheapest one was the upper floor. I didn't even read the names of the sections, I just saw the most expensive one, and I thought, okay, it probably means it's the closest one to the stage, so I immediately added it to the basket. And then as I'm about to check it out, I thought that maybe as I'm going to be checking it out, they're going to show me at least what section approximately where in comparison to the stage. Not in comparison. My English is very bad when I'm too excited. In relation to the stage where this section is going to be, and there was no place where it was shown. So I was like, luckily, I restrained. And excuse the noise if you hear my dog barking. But anyways, I decided to not hurry and buy the most expensive ticket. I decided to Google where this section actually is, and then I found another Reddit post. Thank you, Reddit users, you saved my life, and you make it better. I found out that it's a middle balcony section of sorts, and it doesn't have a view that is much better compared to other sections, even though it's much more expensive. Most people said it is not worth to overpay for that section because other sections also have great views. And it's not even the section closest to the stage, it's in the middle. So I'm like, okay, I'm going back and I'm changing to the cheaper ticket, which is going to be the general admission floor closer to the stage. Now, another story. As I was checking out the ticket, they offered me some add-ons. And one of them was hi-bye event, which I'm assuming it either means I'm going to either shake their hand, iKON member's hand, or maybe wave at them, or literally be hi-bye and leave. So I saw that and I immediately clicked on it. And then I was like, no way, there's no way I'm going to be shaking their hands. I'm gonna pass out. I don't know what to say. I can't even say a basic greeting. So I just immediately took it away and then I added it back. And then I was like, no, it's over $300. My budget in general was up to $350 with taxes. And so I thought, I don't even know what the fees are going to be yet. It's going to be too expensive and I don't think I can do it. So I just took it away. But as I downgraded to a cheaper ticket, it left me a lot of room in my budget. So I just went and without a second thought added that high and buy event, and I bought it, and now I have it, and now I have to do it. So yeah, there is that. I'm very nervous about it because I know if I didn't buy it, I would probably regret it. But I also might regret it because I did buy it, because my mind will go blank. I'm really bad at expressing emotions. When I'm really, 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 truly excited about something, my face just goes emotionless. That's because I'm trying to deal with all of the emotions on the inside. I'm trying to process them in my brain. So I'm afraid that as I approach the members, I'll put my most excited face on, which is this. And then they'll think I'm rude. They'll probably not think anything because there are going to be a lot of people saying hi and bye to them, hopefully. But still, I want to at least try and be friendly. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm extremely nervous. And I guess I'll see you in a month. And I'll ramble more, but not, I guess I'll talk more while getting ready, so it's not just me talking at you for 20 minutes sitting on the same couch, bed, mattress, because I don't have a bed because our house is in the middle of renovating, which is completely irrelevant to this video. This is why I need to include timestamps, time skip stamps, so that people can skip my rambling, but I still can't stop myself from talking. Anyways, bye. The day has come. I decided to try and curl my hair for the special occasion of the heatless curler overnight. Sleeping with it was hell, but that's not important. What's important is, it's not important to anyone but me. But basically my curls don't stay longer than 2 hours, so I decided to go ahead and try and use a strong spray on my hair so that it stays. And then I used it, and now my hair, I used too much, I can feel my hair is coarse, so now I'm afraid when I take it off, it's going to look terrible. So I don't know if I should take it off ahead of time and then risk my hair becoming straight before I even get in my car, but then I'll have time to fix it, or risk it and wait and then take it off, and then there will be no going back. Okay. I need to leave very soon, so this is a disaster. As always, I underestimated how much time I'll need to get ready. Also, I checked the time it takes to arrive to the place yesterday, but I checked it at in the middle of the night, so obviously now the traffic is going to be greater. Oh. No. These look horrible. already. Please just don't be too bad. Okay. Okay. Now, why is it all dangling up? Okay, I'll come back. It's not even curled. It's barely wavy. Whatever, it's okay. Okay. So this is my outfit. I just ended up resorting to my default style, I guess. Except for the hair, my unsuccessful attempt in trying to curl it. I don't hate how it looks, but I know it's going to be pretty much straight by the time I arrive there, probably, and it's just going to be soaked in hairspray. So, okay, time to go. Okay, it's time to go. I wanted to set up my iPad here to record. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna fall. It's probably gonna fall. It's okay, whatever. Okay, we need to go. Just stay. Like this? This is a very bad idea. Okay, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, too bad. I tried putting my hair in a bun for while I'm going there in hopes that it will maintain some of my waves. So I hope my hair is gonna look fine once I arrive there. It's so hot. I did my makeup and it started melting right away. So it's time to go. I'm very nervous because I got in a car accident a couple of weeks ago. So this is a rental car. Okay. Oh. So if anything happens to it, it's going to be really bad. So hopefully nothing is going to happen. I'm still scared of Atlanta traffic. Last time I went, it wasn't anything bad, but maybe I was just lucky. So hopefully this time is going to be fine also. What else? This time I really need to make sure I do not forget where I parked my car, because when I went to the Mama Kumu concert, that was a whole shit, you fucking bitch. My phone keeps disconnecting from my car, from this rental car, and I don't have like a holder for the phone, so I can't just use my phone maps like I normally do. I connect it to the car, which is very convenient until it disconnects. Whatever, 4 hours and 20 minutes, approximately the same arrival time as what I looked at yesterday. Oh shit, I missed my turn. That's okay. Whatever. That's why you should not be talking on camera while you're trying into an unknown destination. Thankfully, the first half of the road to Atlanta is very remote, so not a lot of cars. More than when I went to the Mamamoo concert, but not a lot. I really like when the road is empty. By the way, when I got in the car accident, it was not my fault. It was the other driver's fault. So I haven't gotten in any car accidents because it was my fault yet, but I'm really scared that the first time is going to be when I'm driving the car that's not mine. iKON is coming to town. Okay, I'm near downtown, but apparently there's a crash ahead or something, and that's supposed to add like half an hour to my trip. Right now it shows that I'm going to be a little later than I anticipated, but maybe it's going to be a lot later. I don't know if the arrival time takes into account the fact that there's a car crash, so we'll see. Okay, 3 minutes away. I'm going to survive this. The traffic this time is much worse than the last time I was here. Oh my god. Okay, until I find parking, I'm not gonna say that everything was relatively fine, because I made this mistake last time. And the worst part for me the last time was finding the parking. Okay, I fucking made it. Oh, this was so stressful. way more stressful than with the Mamamoo concert. But it's okay, I'm alive. I was not in the situations where I was about to get unalived, so it was fine. It was fine. My right eye started tearing up out of nowhere in the middle of the road, so my makeup is probably messed up a little bit. But other than that, everything is cool. I've somehow found the parking. I was just trying to get to I took the wrong turn, and because of that I was somehow able to find the parking. Okay, I don't know. So now I just need to find the place where the concert is actually going to happen, and it's 5:50, way later than I wanted to come, but that's okay, that's fine. I realized I didn't find my ticket ahead of time, so I'll have to do that now. Hopefully it's somewhere in my mail. I have no idea how my hair looks, but it's fine. I just need to find the entrance somehow. Here is the line, and that's why I should have arrived early. Okay, it's okay. Her third time is a charm or something like that, so hopefully my third K-pop concert, I'm finally going to learn from my mistakes. Now I need to figure out how to get there. Did I remember where I parked? No, I didn't. Okay, level 2. Okay, so right here on the left. Okay, the floor is full already. It's okay, I'm pretty tall, so I'll be able to see, I think. And I need to use the bathroom first. I've been dying the entire way here. That is the Manzana section. And I just need the bathroom. Come on.
This year, we dropped our full album, which is in about 5 years. And last month, we released a special single called Panorama. You guys like it? Thank you. Atlanta! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, this is not my first time, though. Yeah, I stayed here for like, I can't remember. Yeah, my parents were there, so. And then, apparently, I go to the, I can't remember the name, but what was it?
Italian restaurant?
Yes, Italian restaurant. And I was something. This is by the way. No more kissing, no. Thank you. Yes, I met my family for like 4 years, right? Yeah, it's about 4 years. Yes. I spent such a great.
저도 여기에 애틀랜타에 사촌이 살거든요.
I also met my family in Atlanta.
정말 맛있는 아이스크림이죠. 제닉스를 먹었습니다.
I had a really fun time eating delicious ice cream with them. I heard that they lived in Atlanta. How about you, Pamyo? How was Atlanta like? Is it first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Oh, okay. We love tacos. What did you do?
호텔 근처에 있는 그 어디 식당에 가서 햄버거랑 스테이크 먹었어요.
I went to a hamburger and steak restaurant that was near the hotel.
되게 신기했던 경험이 있는데 그 비프랑 바이슨을 이렇게 선택할 수 있더라고요.
It was actually a really surprising experience because it was beef and bison.
그래서 그 들소 버거랑 들소 스테이크를 먹었어요. 바이슨.
So I just had a bison steak.
조금 약간 제 느낌에 부드러웠어요.
It was a bit different, but it was okay.
너무 맛있었어요.
Really good. Someone's here. Hi. Okay, sorry. How about you, Chano?
저는 이제 방에서 햄버거를 먹었어요.
I went to eat a bison hamburger.
말해줘. 제가 들었어요. 그 철치스라는 그 햄버거가 굉장히 맛있다고 들어서.
I heard that Church's hamburgers were really good.
먹던 햄버거가
And I ordered it, but it turns out it's a hamburger that I'd already tried before in the past.
버리고 근데 so I just threw it away. 근데 오늘 이제 와가지고 이제 다른 넷플릭스. What kind of anime do you like? 근데 이제 궁금한 게 미국에서 유명한 아니메가 있나요?
Is there a particularly famous anime in America?
One Piece. 진짜 배우들이
Yes, that is a new character.
The concert is over. My back is dead. My phone is almost dead, but hopefully I'll have enough to record the Hi-Bye event. I'm not sure when exactly it's going to be happening. This was awesome. I'll ramble more afterwards. Okay, the Hi-Bye event is over. We were not allowed to record for any of the events. We had to put our phones away before the events even started. I almost died. We did not touch. It was not a high touch. We were just waving. We were going in line and waving to them. I just said thank you to all of them. And I'm very glad because it was very quick and I didn't have to talk much because I would have died if I had to. Now, I memorized where my parking is, but because we always have to exit from a different side, I'm not sure. I think I'm going in the right direction. I don't know. I hope so. Level 2. Oh my gosh, thank God I found my parking right away this time. Last time it was hell. Oh, so many emotions. My heart almost fell out. Oh, my car is here. It's the only one that is left. Only one of the few. And then I'll tell you a bit more afterwards. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. We had to leave the venue right after the event. So no bathroom, no nothing. I better not want to pee, but well, I'll have to stop and fill my car anyways. So my iPad won't turn off. I wanted to tell you what time it is right now. It's 10:59, almost 11. Anyways, my thoughts are all scattered right now, so I probably can't say anything coherent. I went here just fine. There is no thunderstorm, thank God. During the Mamamoo concert, the thunderstorm was terrible. I left around 11 or 12 too, and right when I was leaving, it started sprinkling, then raining, then there was a thunderstorm. I didn't see where I was going. According to the weather report, apparently there is not supposed to be any thunderstorm today, so hopefully I can get home without any what do you call it, any misfortunate events. So I'll get home, I'll tell everything once I'm all calmed down. Okay, I'm calm, I'm good, I'm fine. I need to charge my phone, my car, my life. Okay, bye. Okay, it's 2:38 and I only have about 50 minutes left to get home. Just fueled my car, filled it, and it's all good. Yeah, took me a while to find a gas station. because there's one in my city that works 24/7. And since I already know this gas station, I decided to find the nearest one to me and fill the car there. And the one here, the one that was closest to me, is not 24-hour gas station, and it was all dark, but there was like an empty car standing there, so I thought it works, but it doesn't, so I had to look for a different gas station, and I found it. What I'm confused about is that I filled my car and it shows that there's 420 miles now of gas available. And that would have been enough for me to go back and forth. In fact, on my car, on Prius, it's very economic car. So I filled it once and I didn't have to fill it again. I went from South Carolina to Georgia and back, and I didn't have to fill the car once. This car, I filled it to the brim, or whatever you call it, when I was in South Carolina, and it said that it was only like 350 miles. It filled up to 350 miles, but now I filled it and it filled to 420 miles, and that would have been enough, and I wouldn't have to look for a gas station. I'm home, I made it, I'm alive. I was not in any situation that was very close to dangerous. Now I need to get out of my car and ramble. I woke my dog up. Ай, собака. Ай, привет. Ай, хороший пес. 3:40 a.m. Did I mention it? I don't remember. I don't have a lot of charge on my phone left again, but I have to talk while everything is still fresh in my mind. First of all, the concert. Obviously, surreal. It's so surreal that it's only been 4 hours, but it already feels like it hasn't even happened. I just said it happened to me with Mamamoo concert as well. It doesn't even feel like I was actually there. And I don't know if it's because I've been to so little concerts or because these are my favorite groups, but it's sad. But at the same time, it means that it was such an amazing experience. The concert obviously was amazing. The iKON's stage presence is immense. I've noticed that most of my favorite K-pop groups are the ones that are known for their stage presence, and iKON is obviously one of the groups that is very well known for their stage presence. So I felt it even as I was watching their performances through screen online, and to experience it in person, of course, it was on a whole different level. The fact that I was so close to the stage, I'm so happy. I did not get that manzana section. I'm so happy I was on the general admission floor. I was a bit too far. I was in one of the back rows, and they were, so I'm going to tell some moments that I did not record. So Bobby would spray water on the audience. I was a bit too far from it, but I could see it like all, like, I don't know, sprinkling and stuff. Then there was a moment where DK went down the stage and sang among the audience. And then there was a moment where Bobby threw his cup and one of the fans caught it, not too far from me. And when DK went down, he was not too far from me either. And I already didn't have enough battery life to record it. Why? Because I'm an idiot. But I'll explain more about it later. That past was me debating whether I should explain it now or whether I should explain it later. So this was for the concert. They performed every single one of my favorite songs by them, except for Dive. So I was very, very happy. With Mamamoo, there are a lot of songs that I like, but of course you can't fit all of the songs in a 2-hour concert. I believe the concert was 2 hours. I didn't even check when it ended for both Mamamoo and iKON. Maybe it's the standard time. I actually, maybe it was, I don't remember. I don't know. But the point is the fact that I was able to hear almost every single one of my favorite songs by them live is very amazing. Now, for the fan events. We were asked to put our phones away way before the events even started, so unfortunately I wasn't able to record that. But at the same time, I wasn't planning to record it up close. I was just planning to record how others do it from afar. But I was planning to, when I would do it, I was planning to be there fully there in the moment, so I wouldn't have recorded it up close anyways. But basically it was just, there were 2 fan events, group photos where about 15 people would take a picture with them. I did not participate in that, but I did see how it was happening. So they were just sitting on the chairs and the fans would line up behind them. And then the second event was hi bye, and we were not touching, we were just going in line very quickly. They were standing in front of us, separated from us by that, you know, like those black ribbons on sticks. Yes, so that's what it was. They were separated from us and we would move in line. I was the second one in line. I was almost the first one. The bodyguard or the security guy asked us to come forward and to form a line. And I was one of the first one in the group of people that were waiting. Oh, by the way, here's my bracelet. Hi bye, the proof that it happened. I need to keep it. Anyways, what am I talking about? So he calls people and I'm one of the first ones there and nobody is moving. And I sure as hell did not move because I was not going to be the first one in that line. So some lady was in front of me, thank God, because I would have died if I was the first one. But then we had to wait some more, and then we did the... As I was standing in line, we were like by the back door or backstage or whatever or something. So they were, when they were done with the group photos, they went behind the scenes in that back room and they were passing right by me and the girl next to me and a couple girls behind me. They were very close to us and they were waving at us and I was waving at them. It was amazing. I think it was a bit more... I don't know, like, it was almost as the hi bye event itself. So I kind of got to experience it twice. But then after that, they came out again for the actual hi bye event. Again, they were separated from us. We were moving in a line very quickly, no touching, no nothing. Thank goodness it was quick. Thank goodness we weren't touching because I would have died again. But I was just waving at them and I said thank you to each one of them. And I don't think I made eye contact with any of them. I looked at their faces, but mostly when they were looking at someone else, the fan in front of me. So like I didn't make direct eye contact. Maybe I did, maybe I did, and I don't remember. I remember passing by Bobby and I said, "What's up, Bobby?" And I didn't even look at him because this is insane. Also, Bobby took one of the fans' phones and recorded himself from stage. They're just so good at interacting with their audience. Absolutely love it. So energetic, so amazing. Of course, the quality of performance itself was amazing. So the concert, the fan events, I was very satisfied with everything. Now, the second segment, the mistakes that I've made. I was going to take some notes because I'm really bad at staying on track with what I'm trying to say, and I always forget things that I want to say. But I'm just too lazy for it now. I'm just gonna say things that I do remember. First mistake is being scared to overdress. This is my second K-pop concert, and once again, I went kind of casually, even though I absolutely love dressing up. For some reason, I was really scared to stand out too much, but everybody was wearing over-the-top outfits. Everybody looked so beautiful. So for the K-pop concerts, for me, looking at others people's outfits is a part of experience. It's just I absolutely love dressing up, but I don't see a lot of dressed people who dress up around me. Very rare. So it seems like these K-pop concerts would be an opportunity for me to dress up however I want without standing out, and to look at the way other people dress. It's just so amazing. So hopefully my third K-pop concert, I'm going to do it better. I'm going to dress up more, and I'm going to avoid making other mistakes. The second mistake is not eating. When I went to the Mamamoo concert, I had a very light breakfast, and I got like a very small pack of chips to eat on the road. And then I was planning to eat in the venue when I got there, and I got a boba tea. And of course, it was not enough. I had like a boba tea, I don't remember what I ate for breakfast. It was something very low on calories. But again, I was too nervous to eat. And the energy that I felt, the adrenaline or whatever it was, kind of sustained me throughout the day. It gave me both the energy, because I didn't sleep, almost didn't sleep either, and the energy because I didn't eat. Like, I was deprived of energy on all fronts. But Mamamoo gave it to me back. This time it was the same. I told myself I would not repeat this mistake as I did in my first concert. So I had a fuller breakfast, slightly higher on calories, got a higher calories snack to eat on the road, and I fully intended to have some actual meal once I arrived there. What I did not think through, however, is, of course, I would not be going getting food because I was the only one who came there, and it was not seating. Like, it was on the floor. So wherever you stood, that's where you stood. So of course I got there at 6, and I was standing there, not budging, not moving for an hour and a half, because I just wanted to keep my spot because I was already kind of behind. So yes, I did not eat. Really need to make sure that next time I know whether I'm going to be at an assigned seat, then I may count on getting food at the venue. Or if it is not going to be an assigned seat, I really need to make sure that I eat, because that's not good. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling from time to time because I'm starving. I'm going to eat right after I finish talking. Was it mistake number 1 or number 2? Mistake number 3. I am so stupid. I don't know what was going through my head. Again, I did not plan this trip through at all. I took a handheld purse with me. So I was just standing there the whole concert. One of my hands was always full with a handbag. And thank God we didn't have high touch, because I don't know what I would be doing, like trying to squeeze it under my underarm, whatever. So that was very bad. Fourth mistake. Not bringing a portable charger. Yesterday, I tried to make some minimal preparations in going to go to the concert, and I wrote down a list of things that I should bring with me, and a portable charger was the first thing that I put down. And today, as I was hurrying to get ready, for some reason I thought I also brought a portable charger to the Mamamoo concert, and it was very helpful. But this time I thought, actually, maybe I don't need it. I'll just charge my phone in the car, and it's going to be at 100% by the time I get to the venue, and 100% is going to be enough for the concert. Well, I went on the road without connecting the USB cable to the car first, so that when I need it, I would be able to connect my phone. Instead, I kind of put it in my small purse, and then I put that small purse in a larger purse, and then I remembered that I want to charge my phone halfway through the road, and obviously I couldn't take it out easily because there were a lot of cars. I had to pay attention to the road. It took me a few minutes to be able to get out that cord. It took me a few minutes to connect it to the car, a few more minutes to connect it to the phone, because I had to be really attentive on the road. And then I just put my phone to charge, and then I check it a few minutes later, like 20 minutes later, to see if it's been charged, and it wasn't, because I don't know why. I had to, like, I started, sometimes my phone doesn't charge if I plug the lightning cable one side versus the other side, even though it goes in both ways. Sometimes it happens for some reason. So I did that. It didn't work. And again, I couldn't spend too much time on it because I was on the road and it was a pretty busy traffic. Then eventually I took the USB part out, put it back, and it started charging. And so that was for another like 2 hours. And then as I approach downtown or Atlanta, I look at my phone and it's stuck at 80%. So I know I have something in my settings that slows down the charging once I reach 80%, I believe, or something like that. But for some reason, when it's connected to the car, it just did not go beyond 80% at all. And again, I didn't have a lot of time to think about it, so I just unplugged my phone. And I was like, it's okay. I'm just, when I'm going to be closer to the venue, I'm going to plug it back in. It's going to get back to the 80. 80 is going to be enough. Maybe it's going to charge more than, I wasn't thinking straight. I get to the venue and I did plug my phone back in about 15 minutes prior to my arrival time. And when I got out of the car, I only had 60% left. And then the battery life was draining like crazy. So I did not have a lot of time to record a lot of things. And I'm very sad about it because there are things that I wanted to share with others that I won't be able to share now. I really wanted others to see what I saw. But on the other hand, I'm also happy about it because I really want to share things with others, and I just can't stop recording the concerts. But the fact that my phone was dying kind of forced me, I tried turning it off because I wanted to save some battery life for the fan events. So I just turned my phone off, and that forced me to be in the moment and just have those moments for myself. And I think that's very valuable as well. On one hand, I heard there's a study that if you don't record stuff, you remember it better. It gets imprinted in your mind better. So that's the bright side. On the other hand, I'm still happy that I got to record some things, because if I didn't, again, it feels so surreal that now I don't even feel like it has happened. And that's kind of a proof to myself that yes, I've been there. Yes, it was real. So yes, that was it. I'm not sure if there was another mistake that I was thinking of. I think there was something, but I always forget to mention something. Now, mistakes that I didn't repeat. This time I got enough of sleep. Last time I went to the concert, I was so nervous because it was my first concert, one of my favorite groups again. I barely got any sleep. And so I think I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I thought it would be a great idea to return home at like 11 or 12 and drive for 4 hours, return at 3 or 4 a.m. And I thought it would be fine. I was falling asleep behind the wheel, and it's not safe for anyone. One thing is if I get hurt because of my actions, another thing if somebody else gets hurt. But the road was empty, so that was fine. But somebody suggested to me in the comments to, I don't know what you call it, take a hotel room, book a hotel room so that I can sleep and go home the next day. And I actually considered it. It sounded really tempting, but then I checked and it would cost me about as much to book a room as it costed me to get an upgraded ticket. And I was like, I'll rather spend those $150 on something else. And instead, what I decided to do is get enough sleep. And I did get full 8 hours of sleep, even though it wasn't high quality of sleep because of the hair roller. And my hair, I don't even have any curls or barely any waves left. So that was not worth it. I did get 8 hours of sleep, though. over 8 hours of sleep. But as I was going to Atlanta, I got really sleepy at one point, and I thought, oh no, if I'm getting sleepy during the day, what is going to happen during the night? But as I was going back, I did not feel sleepy at all. I was not falling asleep. So definitely just getting enough sleep helped me a lot, and I didn't really need to book a room. I obviously am very exhausted. I'm very tired, but I am not sleepy. Well, now I am. Now I am probably going to crash as soon as I lay on the bed. The second mistake, oh, the parking. But I was just lucky this time. I don't know how I accidentally found the parking lot, accidentally went and parked right in front of, like, you go out and there was a line. Like, it was perfect. Everything was amazing. We got out from the other side of the venue, so I would have gotten lost, but I just followed a group of people and I was able to get straight to my car right away. So everything went well. Going back was also fine, 90 for the most part. You know, if you go one way and it's like 200 miles, you don't need to turn anywhere and it's very easy road, then you know that on the way back, you'll have to like switch freeways and highways every quarter of a mile. So that's what happened at first, but then the second half of the road was fine. So I'm alive, the car is fine, hopefully. I think I'm going to eat now. Again, my back. Fifth mistake, I remember it now. Exercise. We've all been told that we need to start exercising, but it's actually directly related to your experience at the concerts as well. And you know, for the sake of the concerts, I'm going to start exercising. I don't know if I've gotten old or what it was. I think, okay, anyways. I got to the concert and I was... as I was waiting for the concert to start, about 30 minutes in, my back started to feel really, really tense. And then my neck too, like I was in a lot of pain. And I don't usually get a lot of back pain, so I'm not sure why that was, but it might be because I put my hair in a bun. So for the 4 hours as I was driving to Atlanta, I didn't rest my head on the seat, so I was kind of in a very uncomfortable position throughout this trip. So maybe that's what's up. But also, it's not the first time I've had back pain. It doesn't often happen, but sometimes it does. I'm not sure why, usually before my period. But right now it's not the case. So exercising, I think, is good to make your back stronger. And I need to start doing it anyways at some point. I'm not getting younger, I'm getting older, and I'm going to get older faster if I don't exercise. So I remember the 5 mistakes, I remember the 2 mistakes that I did not repeat, and I wonder if there's anything else that I didn't mention. It doesn't matter because I don't know if this video is going to be shorter than my first one. Just why do I talk so much? I think this is all I had to say. And good night. I'm just